to a live Shaw Sports presentation.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Frank Crane Arena for Senior B Lacrosse. It's the President's Cup right here on Shaw TV. My name is Charles Mealy. Thank you for joining us at the Frank Crane here in beautiful Nanaimo. We're going to start with the bronze medal game first, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get to the gold medal game eventually, but we have the bronze medal game right now, which is the Caughnawaga Indians from New York State, and they're taking on the Oakville Titans out of Ontario. Now, they had a battle in the in the round robin rather, and it was an 8-4 final, if I'm not mistaken, for Oakville in that. Now, Oakville was 5-1-1. 5 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie in the round robin. The Caughnawaga Indians were 5-2-0. Both teams, unfortunately, played not that great when it came to the semifinals. Both were kind of blown out. Caughnawaga was beat 14-2 last night by the two-time defending champion St. Albert Miners, and the Nanaimo Timbermen, the host team, beat Oakville 10-3 last night as well to book their ticket to the gold medal match. But this is the bronze medal match right now, ladies and gentlemen. So at this time, we'd like to go up to the booth. It's Dan Marshall and Jim Kipp with the play.
Thank you very much, Charles. This has been a fun tournament, Jim Kipp. Is this game 31 for you? This 35 of the tournament. There's one more. It's going to be 36. But how many have you seen?
I've seen 31 and watched a bit on the web broadcast. For me, this is like my Christmas right now. Today I'm wearing red for Timberman and green because I'm feeling Christmas in the air. And this game and this tournament has been phenomenal. We have been so lucky to have this in the city of Nanaimo right now. It's been phenomenal. The 31 games have been one of the closest tournaments we've ever had. And as we will say over time, one of the toughest tournaments to ever play in.
These two teams are both coming in after losses yesterday, and lopsided ones. 14-2, St. Albert beat Caughnawaga last night, and it just looked like a team out of gas. And maybe similarly, Oakville against Nanaimo, the Timbermen looked like a team that was able to kind of get Oakville out of gas, winning 10-3. How do these teams respond today, knowing they need to bounce back?
Well, anybody who understands it, these players are playing for a medal. Earlier today, we had people playing just for placement. They're playing for a medal today. This is their 9th game in 8 days on a concrete floor in a foreign land coming from Caughnawaga or Oakville. I will say many of these players have transitioned back and forth across our country over time with this First Nation sport that we've been given, and it's phenomenal. They're going to try and win. And so Nanaimo had that overtime win against Oakville, and then they came out flat. Like you said yesterday, Caughnawaga came out flat. But tonight, I think it's going to be a great lacrosse game. It's
Cree
pride
Blakely.
on the line.
Cree Blakely, we have to talk about him for Oakville, number 4. Leading scorer in this tournament with 32 points. Had 2 of the 3 goals yesterday in the game for Oakville. Look at those numbers, 17 goals, 15 assists. He's been everything for that Oakville offense, and obviously he's going to be the key guy to watch today.
Well, I just have the 7-game stats in front of me here. The website hasn't been updated for what I have here, but unbelievable right-hander, fast, quick. He unloads the ball as well as he shoots it with the equal points he gets across the board. He's not a big man. It proves lacrosse is not a big man's game. It's all sizes.
And speaking of a different size, Blaze Reardon. You see the stats there, 28 points, number 86. Now, he's won 86 and 72 at the tournament. He's got the 86 on today, but a big man who plays a power game. He's got a great shot.
Left-hander that goes to the net, ain't afraid to cut in behind. Good loose ball stick when he's an attack man chasing the ball after transition. And, you know, there's players in this team. Look at the goaltending tonight. Wendy and Miller, I think, are in the nets.
I think Miller's probably going to be out. I was talking with Jake Elliott, who did the play-by-play of the game last night online, and I was at the game too, and goaltender Miller made a stop, and he went a full-out extension on his hamstring. He finished the second period, but didn't finish the game. Number 70, Trey Adams, came in, finished the game, and it looked last night like Miller was not right, and I don't think he's going to start today. Obviously, one of the goaltenders of the tournament, as you get a look at our likely starter here today in Trey Adams.
I realize now a scratch on Brandon Miller, but the other side, Casey's going to come in here and play hard for his Caughnawaga Indians. The pride is on the line tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Big-time pride on the line, and you don't want to go home losing your last game. Let's backtrack a little bit to this morning. The Saskatoon Brewers winning their last 2 games after starting winless, and they end up sitting in that number 5 spot.
Well, this is a classic tournament. The first 6 days were 7 games to qualify.
Right.
So there's a second, and tournaments have the backdoor draw, the B side of a draw. So what you get here is you get to perform during the 7-game round robin, where you play 2 games in one day. Each team gets that. Home team always gets a good draw. And then you have to play against your tiered group to qualify for today's rounds, and that goes right down. All teams played today. Even what I will call the 7th and 8th team played in this 8-team tournament with pride, and they were out there in the morning playing. And on the concrete with the Woodies, tired as anything, they play for pride.
5th place goes to Saskatoon today. 6th place going to the Ladner Pioneers, who had a real up-and-down tournament. I thought they started on a real high, and that last second goal that was for naught against the Caughnawaga Indians, if that goes in, ties the game at 9, maybe they get another win out of it, maybe they're a bit higher, but they finish in the 7th spot today.
That's a team who really, I would say, underperformed for what they had, and they know that. They feel bad. And I think Onondaga was the same way, a team that lost a lot of one-point games. And we saw over this tournament, overtime, sudden death. We saw goaltenders hit the post on a long, clear ball with an open net where the team's running a 6-man play. We've seen behind-the-back plays. We've seen everything. And you play a lot of games. They hack each other for 3 months to get to this tournament.
There's Craig Wendy, the 4-1 record, the starting goaltender, and he's been consistently good, and you put no blame on him for the loss against Nanaimo yesterday. He has been consistently good. A bit of a different style from some of the goaltenders here, but boy, has it been successful for him.
Well, last night, he's a very stand-there, patient goaltender. You really have to beat him to shoot. But last night, Nanaimo's penetration inside that dotted line was phenomenal. They got the ball in. Jonathan Diplock on 2 of his goals early in the game. And don't forget, they scored 22 seconds in last night, and we're going, here we go, because we only had 2 goals in the whole first period in their overtime game. And then, boom, Jonathan Diplock and those guys were taking it deep along the crease and making him move, and he's subjected to that lateral movement and those quick sticks putting the ball in the net. And he faced a lot of guys face on yesterday. It was just him and the guy coming on the attack man. He's
what
done
a job at the other end it's going to be for Trey Adams, wearing number 70. Just 20 minutes of action in his tournament for the Caughnawaga Indians that you see right here after he had to relieve Brandon Miller yesterday. This is going to be a big test for him, a goalie that's played a lot of minutes on the team in whites in Craig Wendy, and Trey Adams right there, who has the job to do, wearing number 70. And we're going to have 2 anthems before this lacrosse game today, the Iroquois anthem and the Canadian anthem as well. So we'll duck out in just a matter of moments as they're finishing the on-floor introductions here at Frank Crane Arena. The Caughnawaga Indians in gray, the Oakville Titans in white. The 2 teams going for bronze at the President's Cup here today. And that's just the appetizer, because it's 6 o'clock Pacific time tonight. The Nanaimo Timbermen, the host team, take on the St. Albert Miners, a team looking for a three-peat. The 2-time defending national champions, who looked a lot like champions yesterday with a 14-2 victory. And they're asking for everybody in the building to stand, so we will duck out now again for the Iroquois and the Canadian anthems. Here at Frank Crane Arena in Nanaimo, the 8th day of President's Cup 2018 and the second to last game. And the two teams still huddled around their netminders. Trey Adams is the man in the hot seats, and you can see Caughnawaga trying to get fired up for this game. And at the other end of the floor, the Oakville Titans looking to do the exact same things, get fired up to do it one more time. And just 20 minutes, as we mentioned in the opening, for goaltender Adams, and a whole bunch of really solid minutes for Craig Wendy, who's taking a walk out to the top of his crease right now and taking a walk back into the net. 4-1, 7.04 average save percentage, pretty much where you want it at .842.
It's been unbelievable, and these guys have come a long way for the start of this period. And you can see there's some intensity on the floor. Nobody's joking around. Nobody's just playing. They did good warm-ups, got the ball moving, getting themselves loose. I expect a good game here. Typical is in lacrosse, if you get a run, sometimes it can really hold true to the end, and sometimes it can put you in the hole because the other guys step up the pace.
Both of these teams, Caughnawaga in gray, Oakville in white, victims of runs in their losses yesterday to Nanaimo against Oakville and to St. Albert against Caughnawaga. Set here for the opening draw. Heidecker and Swamp to get this game underway. Game 35 of 36. Swamp takes the ball, throws it back. And it's going to be Caughnawaga with the first possession. Oren Horn passes it off. Moving up, Sky Sunday. Plays it in for Von Harris on the angle. Harris from the outside. Takes a look, throws it across. He's got Hall. Hall dumps to the corner. 8 on the 30 here. As up top went McNulty. Long range shot from Harris when he made the save. Reset opportunity. Ball goes high into the netting, and possession goes back Oakville's way.
Amazing play again. Kept them outside of the dotted line pretty much. Just starting to feel each other out with defense against the offense.
Ryan Johnston controlling for Oakville. Throws it back to Cree Blakely. We mentioned the leading scorer in the tournament. Johnston looking across the floor. Has his man Nolan Apers. Apers shoveled one towards the net. Missing with that transition opportunity here. There's a low shot. I think that one hit the post in behind Wendy. He might have got a stick on it.
I think he might have got a piece of his stick at the end of that. Excellent release of the shot. Kind of a surprise shot on that one.
Greg Riley with a transition chance.
We're going a penalty. I think our first penalty of the game here, in a cross check behind the play. I think it was number 42.
Looked like Paul Ward.
Now here comes the replay on that from the bench side. Okay, here we go with the first power play of the game. What are we talking about here? 4 on? We've got some interesting stuff happening at the bench. Right, here's that replay here. There it is, there's a cross.
And there's the call. As we head back, we go down and look at Jordan Gillis. Now, what the officials, I think, are confirming is he's been wearing number 3 and number 22 at the tournament. Today, he's 3. He was 22 in the last game.
Well,
so
that's an old lacrosse thing sometimes, to change the numbers in the roster. The last person to have the roster is the home team, and they get the pick of what they get to do.
He's on the score sheet, but he's on the score sheet as 22. So now they have him as 3.
They'll straighten that out.
Lee passes it off. Blakely now. Power play set up. Lee to the crease, quick stick. And there's a stop for Adams as the ball bounds out of play.
Reset, good ball movement. Spread right out, Oakville's power play.
Titans setting up from the outside with Apers. Put down low, Blakely with a quick stick. Adams keeps it out, reset. Matt Lee to the top. There's a shot from Apers. Adams the save. Ball on the floor. Nice ball recovery from Renault. Once again, it's a new 30 for Oakville as the Titans are setting up Blakely. They'll watch him closely. Lee feeds down low, and the ball is picked off. Swamp has it, looking for a transition outlet.
They do a great job of moving the ball, and then Apers takes a lot of good releases from about outside the dotted line. Great offensive sets there.
Really good shooter, Nolan Apers, number 11.
Good passes with Blakely and Lee.
Ball goes to the restraining line, and Von Harris.
Over and back.
He ended up going back. Here's a break up the floor. Smith, Heidecker to the goal, in tight, faking. Adams keeps it out. Might have got the bar as well on the way up.
His best friend, both goalies, that post.
Bucktooth might lose it here to Smith. Smith recovers the ball, has a trailer. There's Gage Board shooting. Nice save by Adams, and the ball trickles by him and in.
36 seconds left in the power play. Lucky bounce for the Oakville guys with good pressure. Loose ball loss out in the middle of the floor here, and they get the opportunity to go up 1-0.
Gage Board at 2:40 with the finish, and that was just a case of an errant ball. Adams got most of it. As
nice
you see
cross
Smith with
pass
the pass.
and a release and a bounce. I think the ball spin on that. Here it comes here. Nice play to draw the defender and the goalie and release to his man coming down the left side. First goal for them.
Cook chasing back in his own end. Titans ball. Cook coming forward. 1-0. A non-traditional power play goal for Oakville to take the lead. Ball bounces free for Johnston. Takes it on the angle. Johnston loads it up for Cree Blakely. Blakely twisting, passing, quick stick effort there. Ball deflecting all the way back down. Francis
Blakely's
controls.
so unselfish.
And the great ones are, you can do it all, but you know when to shoot and when to distribute. Caughnawaga with an offensive set. Pass to the front, loops right into Wendy. Looks for the long, high outlet pass. Has Gage Board. He's got Ryan Johnston with him. Board backs it off.
Good ball transitions by both teams. Oh, that side needs a reset in the clock. Good ball transitions, both teams, but not fast, but the ball's making the work. Coming up the floor hard.
Blakely winding, shooting. Adams the save. Ball collected by Lewison behind his zone net, and Caughnawaga can start up. Looking to tie this game 4 minutes in. The 1-0 goal on the power play by Gage Board. McNulty cradling. Put it across for Von Harris. Bucktooth is over there with him. Hall looking to the goal. Hall throws back for Bucktooth and across. Von Harris again. Loading, firing. Wendy made a good save. The ball is loose. That's going to be a reset chance if Hall can get it, but Wendy did instead.
All the teams have been letting their goalies see the ball. Today's no difference. If the goalie can see the ball, they're going to stop it.
Here's a pass to the middle. And a shot and a goal from the side by Renault. That was some down low passing, and Adams couldn't stay with all of that Oakville pressure down low. 2-0 Titans.
Beautiful 3-ball passing play there for the Titans. Crunch the defense of Caughnawaga right inside the dotted line. Excellent. Here it is, 2-0 lead coming up on our replay here. A pass from the right, back to the top, across to the left. Good reach around, left-hand crease man, beautiful goal. Here we go again. Pass back to the trailer, reach around, beautiful goal. 2-0 Oakville.
Eddie Renault with the finish. Titans have the advantage. Yobikas moves to the front, ball knocked out of his stick. Now it's shoveled down low on the net. Adams made the save, and the ball goes up to Horn, Oren Horn. Transitioning the ball ahead. Lane to the net, and he fires one that went off of Smith and high. And this is going to be a reset for the Caughnawaga Indians.
Not a lot of resets right now. Both teams are getting on to the loose ball. Here we go.
Pass to the front in tight, and a good save made on Sky Sunday by Wendy. Wendy after the ball in the paint, throws it up. Gage Board again. Has one of the 2 Oakville goals so far in the game. Board moving up through the middle, plays in Cree Blakely. Blakely looks across, has his man, Renault on a run. Renault getting down deep. He's in behind the net. Goes to Blakely on the angle. 10 on the 30. Ryan Johnston loading, looking. Put it down low for Renault. From the angle, a shot. That one, I think, might have fooled the goalie and gone off the pipe.
I think that's a reset for Oakville on that.
It will be.
Good outside ball possession by him. Caughnawaga kept them way outside, but I think Oakville's playing that and trying to get sneak men through the middle.
Gage board again. Ryan Johnston to the angle for Blakely. Blakely to the front, and he had Board cutting through.
There he had Board, a little sneak through the middle again. They're going to try that. Great ball movement and foot movement.
Renault for Blakely. Can Blakely get the ball? He can't. Adams comes out of his crease, takes possession, looks for Brett Bucktooth. Bucktooth moving up. Sets up slowly. Vaughn Harris. Lewis over there to help him, so is Bucktooth. Harris way outside. Lays it across. Hall just outside. Puts it to Harris. The right-hander trying to get to the middle. Gets the lane. Took a shot. When he made the save, and the ball goes right back into his stick.
Good release up the floor by Wayne. Another good save. He plays that ball so well. Top shoulder, top corner shot, but he pops himself up. Almost bumps it right into his stick.
Nearing the 7-minute mark of the opening period. 2-0 Oakville. Matt Lee on the ball. Aprons way outside. Ryan Johnston to the middle. Johnston for Blakely. Lee comes over there to join. Blakely a shot, stopped by Adams, rebound. Lee tried to shovel it in, almost did with a circus shot from his boot tops.
Beautiful, beautiful move there to release the ball. Excellent effort by Lee.
Here's a pass in tight, and just missing on that play was Francis. Ball goes back to the wall.
Good recovery by
Heidecker.
Oakville.
Heidecker coming with speed, as Oakville always seems to do. Blakely is going to slow the pace a bit now, though. Bounce pass, missed by Apers, might be a steal, it is.
What?
Riley, breakaway on Wendy. Riley in, shoots and scores. 2-1, Caughnawaga's on the board.
There it is, Caughnawaga on the door by a bit of a misstep at the center floor by the Oakville team. So here we have it, 2-1 on a breakaway goal. Excellent opportunity, and here we go on the replay, running down the floor. Excellent couple fakes. One nice up fake, taking Wendy on his glove stick side. Beautiful release, nice goal. Put them within one, 12:21 on the clock in this first period.
And that's what Caughnawaga couldn't do yesterday. St. Albert started scoring in the first period, and they just couldn't break the run. And all of a sudden, they were down 9-1 in the first period, and then it's such a hard road to get back, and they never could.
There's no big gap here yet, though.
None whatsoever. That was a crucial goal. Here's Lee, lane to the net, faking. Lee in tight. Adams a great save. Ball in the paint. Indians
Beautiful
will take
fakes and read by the goaltender on that. Lee come in 3 or 4 fast fakes. Excellent.
Caughnawaga setting up.
There's the drums, ladies and gentlemen.
And we love that.
A big part of lacrosse.
Bucktooth trying to go over the shoulder there. His shot didn't work for him. Oakville possession. And the drums were really humming yesterday.
It's a game.
Nanaimo game.
It's a one-shot turnaround most of the time now. Even on the reset, it seems like the other team gets it back quickly.
Ryan Johnston in control. Johnston looks and loads. Put it to the middle. Bouncing ball free. Reset opportunity for Oakville again. Board, who has the second goal, takes control right now. Excuse me, Board had the first goal. Renault had the second goal.
Yeah, and Renault.
Here's Ryan Johnston. Johnston with the lead. Loading up. Took a shot.
Oh, nice toe save by the goaltender there. Lee had that lasered.
Reset chance here, but a good job by Lewis to throw it back.
Sorry, that was Johnson that shot that ball. My error.
Caughnawaga possession. Here comes Blaze Reardon, the top scorer. Dropping back for Hall. Hall with a bouncer across the floor. Sky Sunday. Vaughn Harris. Reardon trying to penetrate to the net. Being forced off. 5 on the 30. Reardon. Hall ball in and out of his stick. That's going to go all the way down towards the goaltender. And opportunity for a fresh 30 here for the Oakville Titans.
There it is, a loss of possession there. That was one of the, there's only been a couple of sort of unforced errors right now. Both have gone the way for Caughnawaga, the one that cost them a goal. And now this one here that sets them for a new 30, Oakville.
2-1 for the Titans. Cree Blakely has the ball. Ryan Johnston looking. Johnston throws it back to Blakely. Blakely, cross floor feed. Jordan Gillis. Eddie Renault cutting the middle with a shot wide. Ball back off his stick. Still 6 on the 30 as we're halfway through the first period. Cree Blakely at the side, just about dunked that over the top. Ball taken over, though, by Oren Horn.
And you know, on that turnover, there's only a few seconds left. That shows you how patient these guys can be, because they were still making a good play to the net at 1 second.
Outside chance. Vaughn Harris cutting towards the front. Harris getting in close, shoots and scores. Vaughn Harris, what a net drive. It's 2-2.
Excellent cut. He just kind of weaved his way and bust his way through those defenders there. He actually went through, I think, 2 defenders to get to the net. Great release. Just a nice wiggle through and put the ball in the crease. On a replay, we'll see her look at him with a second defender on him. Sixon set a little pick for him a bit. No, he even comes free, just rolls around his man. Nice cut to the net, releases hard to that glove side of the goaltender, Wendy. They've been shooting a lot of their shots to his stick side. That's the first shift.
You'll notice on that shot, too, that he looked back at the official to make sure the arms were up and there was no washout because his feet were very close to the crease. There's a shot on Adams. He makes the save. Brand new ball game at 2-2. And from Vaughn Harris, that's what we didn't see yesterday that we've seen so many times for him, are those strong net drives from that right-hander position. Here's an opportunity for Wallace now as Oakville tries to regain the lead. Outside shot, misses the mark, and it rolls all the way back down.
Be a reset here, 30 seconds, 9:21 on the clock. 2-2 game, 10 minutes into this first period. We said it was going to be a tight one, and they're playing with effort.
The official just said there was no reset there, and the shot clock wound down.
Oh, I thought I'd seen the one official reset, but he was now the lead official.
Yeah, the back official had said no.
Yeah, they do that. They'll call each other.
Caughnawaga ball as they set up the offense. Here's a chance in tight. Bucktooth is stopped by Wendy. Wendy with a bounce pass towards center court. Coming forward, Renault. Renault with board. Those are the 2 goal scorers on the Oakville side. 8:45 to go in the period, 2-2. Ryan Johnston, outside look. Blakely's there with him. He gets the ball. Blakely to the front. No shot for Board. He's behind the net. Throws it up. There's a shot and saved by Adams. Outside opportunity for Renault. New 30. Reset.
Good low ball shot there. The goaltender had to deflect it and went high and out. Reset for Oakville.
Outside chance again for Gage Board, and Adams stopped his shot. The ball didn't leak through his equipment this time. Shane Francis.
Again, after that reset, it's a quick shot and a loss, it seems sometimes here, or a loss of possession.
We're even at 2-2 as Hall passes across for Vaughn Harris. Harris twisting and turning. Rouet comes to join him. Harris fires a hard pass across. That's a scoop up for the Titans. And a lead pass with some speed coming down the floor. Mancini looks to the goal. Mancini bombs one off the arm of the goaltender Adams. And a transition chance. Owen Hops just put that one into his own bench.
Yeah, it popped off his stick. It just rolled off the dasher board into their penalty or into their bench. But I'm going to say, what a shot by little Mancini there, going to the net.
Good arm save too by Adams. Mancini again with a shot off the post and through its
that
in.
went in. I think that went in. They're calling that an in goal there. We're talking about little Mancini, and he put that other shot hard onto the toe, and he went back to the same side.
We'll get a good look on our replay as that just leaked through Adams. He got a big piece of it. The official in good position.
Yeah,
and
you
looks
can see
just
a wrinkle.
inside the post.
That angle of our camera shows the wrinkle in that really well, and that shows it there just inside the post. If it had hit the post, it would have come out faster. There it is. Up.
Obscured just a bit by the official's helmet on that angle.
Yeah. Did the whole ball cross the line? I think so.
No goal line technology here for the President's Cup. Once again, Oakville's got the lead. They've not trailed yet in this lacrosse game. Titans setting up with Ryan Johnston from the outside. Johnston trying to penetrate, gets in tight. This shot bounces way high into the air.
Reset.
Wallace will take it. Coming in late, Matt Lee to Ryan Johnston. Johnston to the front. Great save by Adams on Matt Lee, who was alone in front.
Face to face on that one. Excellent penetration by Oakville into that dotted line area on those two sets.
Vaughn Harris. Brett Bucktooth now. Bucktooth to the middle. Plays it across, Blaze Reardon. Harris trying to swim away. He's got Bucktooth open. Vaughn Harris to the net with a shot just too high. And
We got a call here. We got a late call on a hold against Oakville. So this will be the first power play opportunity for Caughnawaga Indians. 6:30 remaining on the clock in this first period, a 3-2 score. Here's the replay.
The hold here.
You can see the hold here coming through. There's a couple of good chops, and there's the grab right there on the sweater. Referee right there, but the
Caughnawaga setting up on the power play. Harris to the middle, winds and fires. Deflecting out of play. And it's going to be a reset for Caughnawaga. One official wasn't sure, but the other said, yeah. Indians ball again.
Yeah, reset.
Reardon takes a look, winds and fires. What a shot to the short side, and it's a 3-3 tie. Blaze Reardon.
Blaze Reardon on a
one.
power play goal. He's a beauty coming off that right side. He can swim around you, he can leap around you, he can just put the ball in the net on you. He's the type of player that comes up big there. Here comes our replay.
There was not a lot of room for that shot from Blaze Reardon, but he found it.
Look at this. Beautiful release, hit that corner. He sees it here and he goes for it. Beautiful release in top corner from Reardon.
Even game again, 3-3 in the bronze medal game at President's Cup 2018. Back and forth first period. That's what you expect from these two teams. I think you can say yesterday for both of them was a blip. Today looking much more in form. Reardon again outside shot when he stopped the rebound. Delisle scores. Head Delisle, 4-3, Caughnawaга's first lead.
Caughnawaga jumps up to the 4th lead with an excellent crease play by the Caughnawaga attack man. He had Reardon moving all over the place on that one. Unbelievable. I think they're going to call for a goalie drink here. Get him out of the. This is good, smart coaching. If they pull their goalie out for a water drink, no break yet. Here we go. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 in the dive, and I think Wendy got a piece of it, but it might have rolled out of his stick on him.
What a
beautiful
dunk shot by
dive
Hank
and
Delisle.
jump. What a beauty to get it in. And he had the goalie going across the net. Unbelievable. Oh.
Caughnawaga 4, Oakville 3, 5:30 to go in period number 1. Oakville looking to respond. The shot off the goaltender Adams from Renault. Ball back in Caughnawaga territory, and the Indians are going to come forward now. Garrett Cree moving the ball ahead.
It's the offense and defense are coming on fast on both teams. The ball management is great, and Caughnawaga shot selection last while has been phenomenal.
McNulty passes off. Sunday tries to spin to the net, getting in tight, but he couldn't put that over the top.
We got
Holding
another
call.
penalty coming out against Oakville. It's going to be interesting to see what the call that play was. I think it was a slash, are we calling?
Looked like a hold of the stick.
Oh, stick holding.
And they're
him.
calling
Yeah.
Mancini on the play.
Here comes here. We'll see the hold. Oh, yeah, right there. Look at the hold, bang. And he wasn't on the ball. That's going to bother the coach.
Here's a chance in tight for Caughnawaga. Bucktooth looking at Reardon. Ball goes high. McNulty couldn't take it. Wendy does. Breakaway pass. He's got Shears. Jamal Shears in on goal. Shoots, and Adams made a good save.
Good hustle by Oakville here.
Shears
to
has
get a
another
recovery.
opportunity. And they start to reg it. Blaze McCullough. McCullough throws back. Jobikas up top in the zone. Put it down again. 1:20 to go in this power play. 4-3 for the Caughnawaga Indians. Pass to the front goes astray. Jobikas finds it again, though. Good work, a man down here. Shears is open. Takes the ball. Backing up towards the Caughnawaga bench. Jamal Shears. Hangs on, dumps to the corner.
Good kill by Oakville here. They're leaving one man on one man. They don't want to get trapped in a 2-on-1. On this penalty kill, the guy has to get open like that, stay the 1-on-1. They're slowly closing the gap on him with a double up here. But they keep their feet moving and they go to the net.
Here's a rebound
and a
chance.
recovery. Excellent penalty kill. 27 left on the penalty.
Jobikas is in behind. Didn't need to get a reset there, but they got one. There's a good stick, though, from Francis. He steals.
Yes.
Late stages of this Caughnawaga power play.
14 seconds on the power play.
Bucktooth will quarterback it. Tells everybody where he wants to see them go. Ball fed up to Harris. Goes across now for Delisle to Reardon. Delisle again to the middle for Von Harris. Throws it over away to the front. Pass to the crease, and what a quick stick goal by Brent Bucktooth. Well executed just after the power play had come to an end.
Power play had ended. A good pass by Bucktooth to go over top of the goal. A good receive of the ball and a good jump to go over top of Wendy on that one. This has been Cownawaga's run here. Beautiful pass and wide open net. Beautiful pass across to a wide open net there.
Reardon gave him a great high ball, and Bucktooth right there on the crease. Wendy made a good stab at it. But it's now 5-3 Caughnawaga. A 3-goal run. Up the floor now goes Oren Horn. Delisle's with him. You can tell Caughnawaga has something going here. They're feeling it right now. Von Harris. Harris with Bucktooth. Harris to the middle. Keeps going, trying to drive through traffic. Ball comes out, taken by Cook and behind his goal.
Good defense. Ontario's rattled a little bit after this run by them, but they're going to get themselves going here. They've had some good shots, good opportunities. We'll see how it goes. 2 minutes left in this period.
Here's a chance for Apers. Winding, firing, Adams the save, rebound. Gillis shoots, and he just missed the mark with that. High ball up for grabs. Riley takes it back.
2 good opportunities there for Oakville. One outside, one in tight.
Francis coming down the wall. Caughnawaga setting up again. Francis trying to get to the net, shoots and scores. Shane Francis, and it's 6-3.
Francis on a 6-3 goal. Just a good effort to go take the ball from the left side to the net. Just bump off his man a couple times and quick stick shot, kind of not really many. I think a couple little wiggles of his stick and right in the net.
Shane Francis fighting the real estate in the middle and
Beautiful
sniping
release.
that one.
Here it is, beautiful release. He was actually setting the ball on the stick while being checked and got a great release away. Here it goes. He shielded his man off, excellent, and got the shot away and beat Wendy.
Now a 4-goal run for Caughnawaga in the final 90 seconds of period number 1. They've really taken over the game. Oakville had the fast start.
When we talk about these runs, they're hard to come back from on day 8, 9th game, but I'm sure Oakville has it in them.
Here's Reardon to the net, passing it off. McNulty scores, and it's 7-3. And it's a clinic right now from the Caughnawaga Indians.
Absolutely goal-scoring magic right now for them. They are taking the ball to the net. They're just, it's 1-2 passes, and then a man's going to the net. Excellent play. Here we go on the replay here. You can just see The ball come down the left side, Reardon give a little back flick, and it's just a beautiful cut to the net and a bounce shot, keeping his feet out of the crease. Beautiful. And of course, Blaze Reardon in on just a beautiful little back flick for that goal.
Francis has it. Caughnawaga ball again. Into the final minute we go. And this game was back and forth for the first half of the first period, but in the second half, it's been all Caughnawaga. It's Von Harris now, moving to the middle. Harris being forced back. Harris throws it for Bucktooth to the middle. There's a quick shot, and Reardon just missed with that. Foot race on. Smith trying to win it. Smith to the net, shoots. Adams just barely stopped him. He dragged his leg out.
And I think it hit, he pushed it out and hit the post, I think, on the exit.
That's great.
Good try by Smith. Goalie pull, last 20 seconds, goalie pull by Caughnawaga.
They didn't call the timeout, but they take the goaltender out to go 6-on-5. Delisle plays in Rouet. Rouet looking back at the clock, under 10 seconds. Here's Reardon closing, pass to the crease. Spinning and knocked down was Delisle, and that will do it for the game's opening 20 minutes of lacrosse. A 7-3 lead for the Caughnawaga Indians as you took a lick there at a stunned Oakville bench. And a very quick walk back to the dressing room for Craig Wendy, frustrated that there was so many good looks on his net in that opening 20.
He's been left alone a bit out there today. The penetration by Caughnawaga has been phenomenal. Like, we've got so many of this run of theirs from that, from the 2-3 point after Mancini scored that beautiful goal where he cut back from the top and cut back in long shot to the net. Caughnawaga, and I'm saying Blaze Reardon have just stepped up the place. 3-3, 4-3, a one outside shot, inside tight, just coming to the net with the ball. It's been excellent with them.
What a great first period for Caughnawaga, and a great back and forth period for really the first 12-21. It was an excellent back and forth 12-21, and then a 5-goal run to end it for the Caughnawaga Indians. They have the 7-3 lead after 20. We'll get a break. We're here on Shaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was a young lacrosse player that lost his stick, helmet, and gloves.
I'll go around. Sorry, buddy.
With a little help and a loving hand, I will take my steps in turn. From speech to motor and life skills, the CDC knows how I learn. For some children, there's an extra challenge to learning, but you can help. The annual Nanaimo Child Development Center telethon will air live from the Port Theater. Show your support and tune into Shaw TV Channel 4 from noon to 8 p.m.
Nanaimo CDC.
My name's Lucy, and I'm 93 years old. My hobbies are baking, reading, and now jumping out of an airplane.
Hi, my name's Judy. I'm 65 years old, and I love skydiving.
Skydiving has always been on my bucket list, and Judy came along and she said she's doing it. I said, well, let's do it together.
This lady's crazy lady. She just loves excitement.
I hear you're quite the daredevil. Awesome.
I don't scare easy. Not before, not during, not after. And it was something I wanted to do, so what's the use of being scared? The sensation coming out, you feel like you're free, you're flying. It's fabulous.
I never wanted to land. I just wanted to fly up there with the birds.
It could become addictive for me.
I'm going to do it again and again and again.
If you just sit there and you feel of your little aches and pains, it gets worse. Go out and enjoy yourself and do something you like.
The show was a showcase of Vancouver Island personalities, events, causes, entertainers, artists, musicians. Basically look at the culture and the personalities that really make our communities tick and make them so vibrant. We're really stoked to be on television. Our guests are stoked to be on television. We're learning, we're getting messed up in the community, and we're allowed to have a really good time while doing it.
All right, after one period, period, the Caughnawaga Indians is up 7-3 over the Oakville Titans in the bronze medal game. Rough game so far. Bit of a snipe show for Caughnawaga, who was down, lost 14-2 last night, but come out and found their offensive streak first thing in the first period, rather. So nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, 2 more periods to go here for the bronze medal game at the President's Cup. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, streaming live on Shaw, we will have the gold medal game, and that is your host, Nanaimo Timbermen, and they are the host team, and they are looking to take down the 2-time defending champion, St. Albert's Miners, live at 6 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, and stream it live online as well. So we'll just go right back up to Dan and Jim in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a short break, and we'll get to the first period highlights.
There are 15,837 people in our community who are over the age of 65. And Wise Folks is about redefining ageism. We have been working towards creating this show for a couple of years now, and we are so excited that it's finally coming to fruition. The idea behind Wise Folks is to change the way that we look at aging. It's a beginning, not an end. The show itself is produced, created, and designed by older adults in our community. They are learning how to work behind the camera, how to do hosting, and they have so much to offer. It's about sharing the wisdom of each and every person. They're doing really exciting things, and we want to share those stories. It's time we had a listen. They're Wise Folks.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Senior B lacrosse action, 7-3 for the Caughnawaga Indians after one. Let's go up to Dan and Jim for the highlights of the first period.
A tale of 2 periods, really, within that first. In the first 5 goals, it was tight, back and forth, 3-2. And then the last 5 goals, a 5-goal run for the Caughnawaga Indians. Here's the highlights.
Well, the first goal is a Gage Board coming in, and he gets a lucky kind of bounce, but a good feed across. Just a bit of a bounce. There's a second angle on it, and it bounced in off the goaltender. Frustrating for the first shots of the goaltender. The second one coming up is Renault here for the 2-0 lead. A nice pass and a reach around. Beautiful goal. Here we see the other close in angle. It was a nice pass, deep, back up, and then goal. The next goal, I think, is Riley on a loss of possession. He just breaks in, takes a nice shot, boom. No chance for him. Just a good one little big stick fake and caught him on his low glove side. Excellent shot for the 2-1 lead. There it is, beautiful reach around to that. Harris on that. Excellent shot. Now this one is coming around, and I believe it's little Mancini coming out of the corner with the release. Here it is here, he comes up top, away from the goal, and then releases the ball off of the goalie's glove into the net, and that puts it at 3-2. Now here comes the outside. Here's where the Caughnawaga Indians take off, and Reardon just sees that. He takes off, beautiful outside shot high. Here's the one by Delisle. He cuts in, makes a nice little jump to put it to 4. Beautiful little jump over the goalie, and Wendy did not have a chance, and that actually took him right to the ground. And then again, here's Reardon and a cross pass to Bucktooth on the crease. Wide open goal. Wendy did not have a chance, but a great pass across. And then now this one is Francis just beating his man. Good containment of the checker. He pushes him off with a bump, one fake, and throws the ball. Nice Wendy down low. And this last one, I believe, is McNulty. Comes across, and a good flip pass back by Reardon. Just a little back flick and a good catch and release to put the Caughnawaga Indians up 7-3 in this first period. We talked about runs changing the game. Nanaimo's first game, who they faced tonight, they had a 4-goal run in that period of the first period and a 4-goal run in the third period. And these runs are so important to a team. But Oakville ain't giving up.
They are not, but that's where a run, and at least stopping the run for Oakville, I think is critical in this second period early. They want to get back to the early way that they were playing in the opening 20.
And we've seen this team. It's a fast, quick team, Oakville, and they've kept teams outside of that dotted line. Been amazing.
Caughnawaga looking like the team, Jim, that we saw for the first 5 days of the tournament. I found it really hard to believe when I was doing the math that Caughnawaga went 5-0, and then after that went 0-3. You never would have imagined the difference, but fatigue is the great equalizer.
Well, and it's interesting, and the games they lost there were good, close games. We all saw, we were hoping Nanaimo getting into the medal rounds. We were hoping, Alberta is so strong, and they did finish where they did finish, but we thought Caughnawaga might finish ahead of Nanaimo. But Nanaimo has improved every game up to this point. Caughnawaga had that stall, Nanaimo went the other way.
And over the span of 8 days and 9 games, you're going to have your ebbs and flows. Everybody wants to be peaking right now as Wallace comes in, but his shot didn't get through. A chance for Johnston to recover. Ryan Johnston from the corner for Oakville. Lee comes by to help. Johnston takes a look. Winds and fires, but missed with it, and the ball will bound all the way back down towards Craig Wendy. And that might do it for the possession. He's just going to relinquish down the floor, and Conewago will get a chance to move up the floor here in a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, not a really great opportunity. It was Lee had to shoot outside on that one, so that means Conewago kept him outside the dot and let their goalie see the ball.
Brett Bucktooth plays in Vaughn Harris. Harris out to the middle, throws the ball across. Harris again, taking on the defender, loading up. Harris shoots one, good shoulder save from Wendy.
Great shot off the
Here
screen.
comes Shears on a run. Shears, Wallace, board. Here's Wallace in on goal. His bouncer went out of his stick a little weirdly there, but a chance to recover, and they do pass into the front. And a couple of the Oakville Titans were both there. Shears finally got it.
10 seconds on their shot clock.
Board passes off, gets a return feed, and a good save by Adams there. That one I think might have caught the crossbar too.
Face on with the goaltender there. Great save by the goalie and great play by Oakville to get inside that dotted.
Lewis to the middle, a shot from Reardon. Wendy stopped him. Goaltenders looking sharp in the early going as Smith comes up the floor. Smith plays in Blaze McCullough. McCullough against the wall. Cree Blakely. Blakely has Johnson over there to help him. Blakely for Cook. Cook winding. Can't shoot. Ryan Johnston again. Loads and fires one. Adams down. Ball free outside the paint.
Good
and a
recovery.
nice scoop by Apers.
They need these sets.
Good sequence here for Oakville to get the ball back.
They're still having to shoot from outside. They got to get in there and make that goalie move lateral.
Johnston plays it across the floor. There's a shot wide from Apers. Blakely on the recovery, puts it to the front. Cook is trying to grab it. He and Hops right together. Cook spinning in the corner. Throws
7
it up
on
top.
the shot.
Renault across the floor. Ryan Johnston walks in, fires one. Adams the save, has it in his stick. Looks for the outlet, and he has Hops ahead of the play.
Here it is again. Good set by Oakville that time. I think 3 resets or 3 chases of the ball. But Caughnawaga kept them outside that dot in their shots.
Ty Thompson to Sky Sunday. Sunday loads, shoots one right into Wendy. Wendy has Mancini running. Can he hit him? Yes, he can. Mancini to the nets. Adams with the save. Run into by his own man.
They're tangled up there right now. The goalie's on top of them. I hope they're both okay. Yeah, good to see. They could have maybe called a wipe down there, but it'll probably be done by the time we get down to this end.
Von Harris moving up. Nice pass in tight. Great goal at the crease. Sky Sunday with the finish, and he just stayed on the crease.
Sky made a great move there to cut it in the middle. It was a great feed to him in tight and a beautiful quick release. He just kind of caught the ball, turned and shot, and he beat Wendy. I think it squeezed through his arm, if I'm not correct. We'll see that. Here's the replay here.
Harris
Good flick.
to Sunday.
Oh, went onto the stick
shot.
side. Yeah, we will see it here again. Perfect shot. He released before the crease. Excellent play. It was a quick feed and a release. That was nice. Excellent play. Caughnawaga getting the ball to the crease. Oakville's not right now.
A 6-goal run early in the second period. Oakville will have to show some desperation here. Jordan Gillis is up top. Plays the ball across. Renault. Renault laying to the net with a shot, and that one just went wide. Loose ball. 5 on the 30. Ryan Johnston, he's well outside. Has to load it up. Shoots one. It goes off the end glass. And
goaltender didn't see that, I don't think, that one coming. It was over the screen. I don't think he saw it coming.
Here's a pass to the middle. Long range shot kicked out by Wendy from Oren Horn. Horn tries to recover the ball. Loses it. Smith on the run. Trying to break away. Smith in on goal. Shoots wide. That's been the way it's been going here for Oakville.
Going to be a reset for Oakville on that. They hit the net.
Like it just went off maybe the sleeve or the low leg.
Low leg or sleeve there, or the bottom of his edge of his pants maybe.
Renault. Way outside, pushed down to the floor. Blakely looks across now. Plays to the corner for Lee. Lee to Cree. Blakely winds and fires. A good low save by Adams. Ball up for grabs. Still loose. And
good
once
recovery.
again, Oakville with the recovery. You have to think good things are going to happen from this if they keep coming up with these ball recoveries. Ryan Johnston looks, shoots and scores.
Ryan Johnston just outside the dotted line, but that time, nice feed into him. And he put the ball in the corner. I think it caught him short side. I think he might have been looking for a pass. Excellent play.
Johnston was outside there, but this time there was less traffic, so he had more to look at.
He had more. I think he had a pretty clear vision to the net here. Well, a shot around the screen down low on the outside left foot for the goalie. Hard one to read, but great screen he played into that. Nice one.
But you can see there, he just had a bit too much room.
Accurate shot down low there too. He hit the spot.
8-4 scoreline. Oakville breaks the run. 15 minutes to go in the second period. Wallace winding, firing one. Adams the save. Ball to the corner. Recovered by Matt Lee. Lee for Cook. Cook plays in Wallace. Wallace, cross floor pass. Blakely trying to get through. Lee picks for him. Blakely forced back. Now Renault winds and fires, and Adams.
Off the post, I believe, on that. I think I got by him.
He might have gotten a piece, but it definitely hit that post because it launched off that post and all the way back. Matt Lee brings the ball back up. Fresh 30. Blakely from the angle. Cross floor. Wallace loading up. Shoots. Put it in, but that's no goal. There was some interference
Some interference in that. Oakville didn't need that, but it was just a bump off the ball. Caused them a loss of a goal there. Excellent release.
Wallace really ripped that shot, but we're still sitting at 8-4. Caughnawaga ball, Harris. Jacob Rouet. Harris is there with him. Rouet winds and fires, and a good save made by Wendy. Shane Francis on the run to the paint. Wendy stopped his shot. Looks for the outlet.
They are not killing the clock, either team. They're taking the ball to the net. There's no delay in this game at all.
Gage Board now has it. Board throws it across. Ryan Johnston, who has that 4th goal for Oakville. Gillis is picking for him. Pass down low to the crease, fed to the front. Gillis just missed with that. High ball into the air. Mancini. 3 seconds. Mancini tried to shovel one to the goal, but couldn't find the mark.
Good set on that time by Oakville. They took the ball to the top, threw it down deep, and then the man cut through the middle. They're trying. They're still running plays.
Lewis controlling for Caughnawaga. Ball across the floor. Reardon stepping to the net, trying to spin off McMahon. Some interference there, and it's once again going to be Oakville ball. Here they come with speed. McMahon leads the way. McCullough's with him. So is Smith. McCullough to the goal, and the ball popped out of his stick. Tough break again for Oakville. That was looking promising with all that speed.
They're getting looks at the net right now, and that's what they need for their confidence.
Here's Reardon.
They can shut down a few of these Caughnawaga runs, and it goes to the net. There's good defense to get the ball.
Heidecker's up the floor with speed to Blakely. Blakely, Jobikas winds and fires off the crossbar. Ball went way high to the rafters, and it is going to be Oakville possession again. Man, are they coming close here? It's 8-4, but it could easily be 8-6.
And it's frustration there for them, but they're looking like they're staying calm, and they're really working the ball now. And they're getting inside that. Well, they're shooting at the dotted now anyhow.
Here's
they're getting
Renault.
Screens around the goalie. They've been working those well.
Look out, this might be a breakaway opportunity for Sunday. If he can catch up to the ball in time, he's at a stiff angle, so he won't take a shot. Forced nicely there as Renault came back quickly.
Interesting, they had numbers there in Oakville, but they didn't pursue the ball. There wasn't a dynamic chase on that one.
Vaughn Harris moving ahead. Harris gets by one, lane to the net. Vaughn Harris scores his 2nd today, 9-4.
Harris on a beautiful cut to the net there, swung around his man, just that nice little sidestep you get in on him, you get the position, and I think he got goalie moving. So back up to 5-goal spread. Here comes the replay, ladies and gentlemen. Just a good stick dip, comes across in, and he gets down low on the goaltender in tight. Here's the other angle, beautiful release here. He beat him, went far side on him coming across.
If he sees an inch, he'll take a mile.
Yeah, he's a shooter. That's a shooter's goal.
Vaughn Harris upping the lead to 9-4. Here come the drums again. Fans knowing that Caughnawaga has brought their A game to the table today. So is Vaughn Harris, who looks across the floor. There's a sub shot, didn't get through. Harris again lifts the ball down low to the corner. Oakville possession. The Titans had those good chances. They couldn't find the mark.
Both teams are using their bench well. Look at this here.
Look at Wallace to the net.
But you see
shot.
there was 5 gray shirts there for him, waiting for him. That's good bench work. That means your offensive guys are running off the floor, getting your D on. You gotta have that.
Sky Sunday. Feeds to the middle. Reardon dumps down low. Pass off Rouet with the quick stick.
Quick stick there. Good opportunity for Caughnawaga there.
McNulty recovers. McNulty makes a move, winds up, fires one into Wendy, stops it down low, and the goaltender looks to outlet. He's got a high flip to Blaze McCullough. McCullough has Johnston on the other side, plays in Gillis, and his shot misses high. Might be a transition chance the other way. It is. Francis takes the ball, throws it back to Lewis. Lewis stays out. Ball is passed to Blaze Reardon. Reardon winds, fires. Wendy the low save.
Bounce shot at his toes, but you see how far Oakville has them pushed out now? They are not letting them penetrate inside that dotted.
Those
one
extra
goal by,
few feet make a difference.
Yeah, once Harris and Sky and them guys get in there, Sky Sunday, they're hard to stop.
Gage Board to the middle. Passes for Ryan Johnston. Johnston taking a look. Can't find a man yet. Puts it to Board now. Board loads and fires off the arm of the goaltender. Adams with the save. Ball recovery for Caughnawaga. 9-4 they lead. 9:35 to go in the second. Lewis comes up and over center. Mates are changing. Harris, Rouet. Jacob Rouet against the wall. Coming towards the middle. Rouet looking to the goal. Still Rouet, pass off to Von Harris. Harris shoots one wide as the ball goes back towards Jacob Rouet, but the 30-second clock winds out, and it's going to be Oakville possession.
Again, good defensive set by Oakville, keeping Onondaga off the scoreboard again.
Wallace, Johnston, Cree Blakely. Blakely takes a look, takes a pass off. Renault to the middle. Renault for Wallace, just out of his reach. High ball into the corner. Hops has it side of his net. Looks up towards center. Up the floor comes Francis. Francis throws it back to the middle. Garrett Cree. Sky Sunday now. Sunday spinning, gets to the net. Sunday one-arms it across, quick stick, and Wendy keeps that out.
Good read by Wendy on that one. Nice draw. Tried to, the pass was to draw everybody to him. It worked, but Wendy read it well and got to his post.
Mancini. Now it's Gillis. Jordan Gillis coming to the goal. Forced off into the corner. Puts it back to Matt Lee. Lee from the angle. Hard pass into the middle. Ball goes in to Adams. Adams has the outlet, and he's got Shane Francis up ahead of the play. 7:55 to go. Period number 2. 5-goal lead for Caughnawaga, and Von Harris, who has 2 of those goals, is on the ball. Here's Reardon. Reardon put it to the front, and Delisle one-armed that on the net.
Yeah, he had to reach for that ball. Reardon gave him a pass high. He reached one hand, put it on the net.
Ilbekas comes back the other way. Coming towards the crease. Takes a push. Has some room. Up to the top for Johnston. Over to Blakely. Blakely from the angle gets to the middle. Cree Blakely, low shot. Off the goaltender's arm. Reset opportunity for Ryan Johnston. But a good job as Garrett Cree takes it over. Caughnawaga possession.
Good up and down action right now. Both teams bringing the ball up and down, not killing that clock. They're trying to get shots.
McNulty from the angle. Winds up, fires, off Wendy, and behind him for a goal.
Beautiful outside bounce shot there. Long ball, outside bounce shot, a beauty. Through, I think there was maybe 1 or 2 people in between the shooter.
Jeff McNulty.
McNulty again. Here comes the replay, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is, a beautiful. He comes across the top on the left-hand side. Just steps by his own man, kind of the check. 2-man screen. Tough on Wendy to see that one coming because he did have a 2-man screen in front of him. There it is.
Double figures, and Sky Sunday's got to break right off the faceoff. He's in. Wendy kicked out the shot.
Beautiful save there on a fast break off the faceoff.
Gage Board coming back for Oakville. The lead is now 6 for Caughnawaga. Tiptoeing around is Renault. Plays in Blakely. Lee picks for him. Blakely from the outside shoots one. Adams the stop. Nice work from the goaltender Adams as Blakely is looking to get his game going, but possession is going to be thrown back the Titans' way.
Again, the Titans have to start penetrating that zone like Caughnawaga doing. Although the last goal was outside, a lot of Caughnawaga have been inside goals.
Here's Lee. Lee stepping. Shot from Renault. Misses, but a good job to recover by Johnston. Still lots of time in the possession. Ryan Johnston from the angle misses high. Still time in the possession. That's a couple of quick shots as Wendy plays the ball to center. There's still time here for Jordan Gillis. He's got 5 seconds. Gillis met by 4 defenders, a bouncer off Adams. Oren Horn gets the ball back. Caughnawaga possession with under 6 to play now in the second.
don't forget this 4-goal run, or the 4 goals in this period. One of them for Johnson. They hit a post, and they went 1-goal call back. And that's going to make a difference in this period.
Delisle passes off. Blaze Reardon laying to the net. Reardon in the crease before he got that shot away.
Yeah, just once the foot crosses the plane of the cylinder above that white line, the whistle goes, no goal.
Oakville ball, Nolan Apers. Apers. Lee winding, firing. Ball goes high into the air. This is going to be a reset opportunity if it stays in play. But a chance here to steal and a quick shot on the net. Wendy had to make a save on a good transition opportunity there for Caughnawaga.
And that was just a kind of a lull in the play there, and he got the ball and took it to the net.
McCumber got that one away.
Yeah.
Board passes off to Wallace. Wallace looking, shooting one. Adams the save. Ball free. Apers gets it back. Apers passes off. Ryan Johnston to the net with a shot. Adams another save. Again, a reset opportunity for Johnston. Can he get it? Apers helping him. Johnston recovers the ball. Under duress here from Lewis. Johnston rolls it back. Gage Board, the Oakville captain. Braden Wallace running to the middle. Passes it off. There's a shot from Board right into Adams. Ball taken away. Outletted deep. What a good stick by Braden Wallace. Wallace coming back now.
Oakville liking to shoot over the screen right now. Lots of, because they know the goalie sees that he's going to stop it.
Blakely. Cross floor, Wallace winding, shooting one. Good save by Adams, and he covers the ball.
Interesting sets here, offensive. They're actually getting lots of good shots on the net right now, but I think they got to use more screen and some lateral passing. They're kind of getting away from that, taking a one pass and a shot.
Thompson to Rouet. Blaze Reardon on the move to the goal. Reardon throws it back to the middle. Delisle. Pass off. Running opportunity here. There's a shot from Garrett Cree and a good save by Wendy.
Excellent effort by Cree to come around the top from the left-hand side there, right around the whole pack of players. Played the clock well.
Getting late now into period 2. Caughnawaga Indians leading by 6. Matt Lee, hard pass across the floor. There's a shot from Cook. Stopped by Adams, and he's starting to heat up. Trey Adams in net for the Caughnawaga Indians. Jacob Rouet. Rouet has Von Harris in behind. Rouet escapes in the middle. Rouet plays it across. Here's Reardon diving, scores. Blaze Reardon, 11-4.
Reardon just took it to the net there. It'll be close to see how his feet were on that one. But he just come in nice and he did the dive around to score. We'll see how it is on the crease on the replay. It was really close, but I think he was diving. I think they're changing the goalie here. You can see Wendy, who's had a 7-point, I think, 3 average goal against, 0.81% save. He's been pulled, and I understand he's frustrated. Here it is. Here it is here, Blaze. No, beautiful.
What a goal.
Beautiful.
A big man that shows his
look at that
athleticism
dive.
with that dive.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the classic lacrosse crease dive. Nothing better than that. Sacrificing yourself for the dive to land on the concrete. Blaze Reardon just did a beautiful to put his team up 11-4.
A look at Jesse Legault getting set to go for the Oakville Titans, who are now down by 7. And this might be another good chance. Sunday put it through the crease, hoping to hit Delisle.
I don't think Delisle can get that ball. He went through the crease.
Yep.
People might not understand that play. If you cut through the crease to get a ball or to check a man, checking could be a penalty on your opposition's crease.
There's a shot from Blakely, and again, Adams made the stop. Has a man on the run, has 2 men on the run. Throws it, but a good job by Gage Board to pick it off instead of Sky Sunday getting that breakaway. Here's Board to the cutter, ball flipped off, huge hit, is down to the floor. Went Gillis, and a power play to come here for Oakville. Gillis was clocked right in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, and they're giving out, probably they might get a big penalty on this one. 2:14 left in the second period. 11-4 in favor of Caughnawaga over Oakville. And we have a penalty coming here in favor of Oakville, power play. And we'll see what they're going to call. But it might be a 5-minute. If his feet were moving,
Bucktooth and Swamp are both there.
We're going to get the call here in the rec. 5 minutes for an elbow.
5 for an elbow, and it's Swamp who gets the game.
Here it is here. We'll see the play on the cut through in the middle. He's running through, and then, yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit. I didn't see the elbow come up.
A high hit, no doubt.
A high hit, no doubt. Well, we didn't get the other angle on that one, but it was definitely a high hit, but he might have finished. Here he might have finished with his elbow on this. Here it comes in. And then, oh yeah, you can see the elbow there.
There's some contact there.
Yeah, high contact. People will laugh about lacrosse with the checks and the hits and the hammering, but some things are penalties. And there's a reason for them. If they're late, if they're high, if they're on the back. So I'd like to say while we're in this bit of a break here, what a great tournament this has been. Thanks to all the people, the team executive, volunteers, and service providers. It has been phenomenal. One of the best I've heard ever. And I've been to about 8 of them, so as a player a few times.
Loose ball to the paint, scooped up by goaltender Trey Adams, who's been very sharp. Under 2 minutes now to play. But a long power play here for Oakville. The elbowing major on Casey Swamp. Lewis. Ball rag situation here, and Oakville desperately want to get off the defensive end and get to the offensive end. See if they could get 2 goals on this major, but the ball is rolled down towards the corner. Finley and Harris, but
yeah, they can't
right
step back over the line with CLA rules, so they can't step over and back on the penalty. So that's why the guy has to throw the ball away or get it to his player. Good defensive set to get the ball back on this power play for Oakville.
Lee and Blakely down deep. Lee again. Apers winding, shooting, just misses, and the ball will bound back down towards netminder Jesse Legault.
He tried to pull that, but I think he got the defender, so they had to give it up.
Final minute, second period, 11-4. Big scoreline here is a steal. Heidecker, he's got a breakaway. Can he score on the power play? He's in. Adams, a huge save as he windmilled to stop Heidecker.
What a great save. Good effort by Heidecker. Another kid with some Mimico connection through the former Timberman Mark Simon's family. It's excellent to see these kids playing and getting this opportunity here at the Prezzies.
Gage board. Left-hander moves up. Feeds off Apers, Lee, Johnston, Lee again. Puts it to Blakely. Blakely backing up. Throws back for Ryan Johnston to Matt Lee from the angle. Cuts in. Adams with a high save.
Beautiful shot and release by Lee. Good ball by Johnston down and great save. And that's a beautiful shot. Still 11 seconds. Called timeout.
Timeout call on the floor. Time to drop one more play here in the very late going. As
while we're here, I'm just going to give a shout out to the 1960 Nanaimo Luckies who won this tournament, and the teams that have gone after it in the 70s or the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, right here to 2018. And it's a phenomenal tournament, and if people haven't been listening, here comes the chances and the goals. Here it is. Beautiful outside shot there. Great save off the shoulder. Look at that release. Nice arm kick out save there. Here comes again. That's the goal on that one. Just a beauty. Yeah, nice release. And that was the no goal one. That was waved off. And that was just after Johnson had scored too. Yeah. Crossbar goal. Here we're back on it for the last 6 seconds.
Matt Lee has the ball, puts it down to the crease. Here's a chance in tight for Apers, and once again Adams gets a piece of a shot right at the buzzer.
You're seeing goaltending throughout this tournament make a big difference in the games. And here we had Wendy, who's one of the top 3 goalies in the tournament, have just a bad day, bad luck for him facing a lot of shots. And this goalie from Caughnawaga has come out and just played great in this game.
Trey Adams had to come into duty yesterday after an injury to the number one goaltender in Caughnawaga in Brandon Miller, who's played so well in the tournament. As you see the Caughnawaga Indians going back to the dressing room in full command with a 4-goal against performance and 11 up on the board, a 7-goal spread. And they are in complete command with 20 minutes to go. Oakville needs a monster run. Let's head down to floor level now. We're going to join Charles Mealy.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I'm with number 6, Brett Bucktooth from the Caughnawaga Indians here. And Brett, you've come a long way. You want to come home with a bronze medal. First of all, just tell me a little bit about Trey Adams. Obviously, he's in today for Brandon Miller. What does that mean to you that he's playing so well today?
Well, Trey's a solid backup. He was a starter on another team back home, so there's no doubt we know he can do his job very well.
Are you going to change anything? I know you're up 11-4 right now. Is there any game plan change coming up in the third period? You're just going to keep doing what you're doing?
I think we got to stay aggressive. You know, as soon as we let up, they're going to start getting shots and things are going to go their way. So we're going to keep playing tough defense and keep putting the ball in the net.
And last but not least, Vancouver Island has a huge First Nations community. Unbelievable support for you guys today here as well. What does that mean to you to come all this way and have some First Nation support?
Well, anytime you hear the drums, it's a good feeling. You know, as First Nations people, we always seem to support each other no matter where we go. So it's great to feel and have that little touch of home.
Well, on behalf of myself and everybody back in my end, Clayco, thank you for being here and good luck in the third period, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Back to you guys. Or actually, sorry, we'll go back up to those guys right after this. A short break on Shaw TV.
With a little help and a loving hand, I will take my steps in turn. From speech to motor and life skills, the CDC knows how I learn. For some children, there's an extra challenge to learning, but you can help. The annual Nanaimo Child Development Center Telethon will air live from the Port Theatre. Show your support and tune into Shaw TV, Channel 4, from noon to 8 p.m.
Nanaimo, CDC.
If I had to rate myself on a scale of being a professional axe thrower, I'd probably bow out and consider myself a poser. I'm Jackson Middleton. I love to teach people how to throw axes. For me, it's not necessarily about axe throwing in itself. It's about getting together with people and having a great time. Axe throwing just happens to be the vehicle for that. Right there. You're just throwing an axe at a wall. Right. Don't overthink it. I love to lead groups. I love to take people through, make people laugh. A lot of people ask, do you have to have a beard to throw axes? We say, yeah, probably. You can throw without one, but you're not going to be as good. The demographic of axe throwers is 30 to 45-year-old women with tattoos. If you're a man, and you're interested in 30 to 45-year-old women with tattoos, they're in axe throwing. And that's the truth, flat out. Axe throwing's a lot of fun because it's primal.
There are 15,837 people in our community who are over the age of 65. And Wise Folks is about redefining ageism. We have been working towards creating this show for a couple of years now, and we are so excited that it's finally coming to fruition. The idea behind Wise Folks is to change the way that we look at aging. It's a beginning, not an end. The show itself is produced, created, and designed by older adults in our community. They are learning how to work behind the camera, how to do hosting, and they have so much to offer. It's about sharing the wisdom of each and every person. They're doing really exciting things, and we want to share those stories. It's time we had a listen. They're Wise Folks.
All right, back, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Frank Crane Arena in beautiful downtown Nanaimo. It is 11-4 now for the Caughnawaga Indians over the Oakville Titans. Here it's the bronze medal match for the President's Cup Senior B Lacrosse Championships all across this fine nation. So just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the highlights of the second period, we are going to have the gold medal game later on tonight, the big matchup of the week. It is the Nanaimo Timbermen. It is your host team versus the two-time defending champion St. Albert's Miners, 6 o'clock right here on Shaw TV. We'll get up to Dan and Jim right after this.
There are 15,837 people in our community who are over the age of 65. And Wise Folks is about redefining ageism. We have been working towards creating this show for a couple of years now, and we are so excited that it's finally coming to fruition. The idea behind Wise Folks is to change the way that we look at aging. It's a beginning, not an end. The show itself is produced, created, and designed by older adults in our community. They are learning how to work behind the camera, how to do hosting, and they have so much to offer. It's about sharing the wisdom of each and every person. They're doing really exciting things, and we want to share those stories. It's time we had a listen. They're Wise Folks.
All right, back here at the Frank Crane Arena, ladies and gentlemen, bronze medal game in the President's Cup 2018. It's 11-4 right now for the Caughnawaga Indians over the Oakville Titans. How did we get there? Second period recap. Let's go back up to Jim and Dan.
Medal dreams for these two clubs, the Caughnawaga Indians and the Oakville Titans, but it was certainly a Caughnawaga period, outscoring Oakville 4-1. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Well, here we go. The first goal coming in is Guy Sunday on a really quick flick pass in, nice. He just took it and put it in. Wendy in that one just didn't have a chance, and that was the 8th goal. And here we come. Johnson on the outside, just a nice release, shoots over past his screen and beats the goalie just down the sidelines. This one is a beauty too. Is Harris coming in for their 9th goal, and he is cut in on a beauty on that and scores. He just races around the defender, makes a nice shot and slide. This one, I believe, is McNulty coming in?
Just leaking through.
Just squeezed through, but shot around the screen again. They weren't penetrating as much into the dotted line area, but they were shooting around the screen. And yeah, this is Reardon on an absolute beautiful lacrosse dive. This shot shows it beautifully, where he commits himself, comes around the net, comes around the defender, and dives and slides. He's got some air time there. There's some real hang time on that one.
Well, and credit to our camera crew for picking that dive up so well. But that is lacrosse in a nutshell right there. A big man making an athletic play in Blaze Reardon.
Well, to get the play, and you got a good defender on you. He's moving laterally on you, and you got the ability to shield him by him, get him away from him, take that leap and reach around the goalie. And you're flying across a 12-foot crease, right? And going around a 3.5, 4-foot wide goaltender. It's an amazing play. Protect yourself when you hit the ground. A beautiful goal.
Goal of the day certainly by Blaze Reardon so far, and he's had one heck of a tournament. What does Oakville have to do in the third period here? Down by 7. I think you have to leave caution to the wind, maybe take some chances.
Well, don't forget in that period, they got a call back on a goal because of a off play interference. They hit a crossbar. Then that would put them up in a difference, and that was around the time when it was like 8-4.
Yes.
So you get a goal, you come back, you get called back, so then you're at 8-5, right? And it gives you some momentum. I think they've done well. They managed the ball. They've started to realize they're not penetrating, so they're shooting screenshots. You can see Johnson, Lee, they're over there shooting. From this side, the same thing. You got Blakey over there. They're shooting some outside balls. I think now that they've shot a lot out there, the coaches say, start lining up for your shot and put it to the far crease and get those open nets goals like they did. I think it was Sky, one of them, yes. Or was it him that got it Sunday? But one of them got a beautiful open net. It was a pass from Reardon to the open net, and that's what they have to do. They've got to move the ball lateral because their shots aren't as effective right now.
We just, in behind us, got to look at Simon Stocks, one of the assistants for the Nanaimo Timbermen. Gold medal game coming up, and a great storyline there. Gold medal game, a host team against a 2-time defending national champ as we go to a break here. Lots of lacrosse still to come on Shaw.
With a little help and a loving hand, I will take my steps in turn. From speech to motor and life skills, the CDC knows how I learn. For some children, there's an extra challenge to learning, but you can help. The annual Nanaimo Child Development Center telethon will air live from the Port Theatre. Show your support and tune into Shaw TV Channel 4 from noon to 8 p.m.
Nanaimo, CDC.
My name's Lucy, and I'm 93 years old. My hobbies are baking, reading, and now jumping out of an airplane.
Hi, my name's Judy. I'm 65 years old and I love skydiving.
Skydiving has always been on my bucket list, and Judy came along and she said she's doing it. I said, well, let's do it together.
This lady's crazy lady. She just loves excitement.
I hear you're quite the daredevil. Awesome.
I don't scare easy. Not before, not during, not after. It was something I wanted to do, so what's the use of being scared? The sensation coming out, you feel like you're free, you're flying. It's fabulous.
I never wanted to land. I just wanted to fly up there with the birds.
It could become addictive for me.
I want to do it again and again and again.
If you just sit there, then you feel of your little aches and pains. It gets worse. Go out and enjoy yourself and do something you like.
We are back live at Nanaimo's Frank Crane Arena for third period action between the Caughnawaga Indians and the Oakville Titans. Caughnawaga are going to be killing a penalty for 2 minutes and 39 seconds because of that major to swamp, and this means opportunities should come for the Oakville Titans, and they need them. Down 11-4 in the game, a 7-goal lead, and it was a 4-1 period.
And they've got to get the ball
in that second.
Net. And they've got to get the ball to the net here.
Setting it up is Lee. Lee takes a look, makes a pass across the floor. Lee gets it again, shoots one. Down is goaltender Adams to make the save as a stick goes flying. And you're going to see Caughnawaga start the ball rag here. It'll start from the net of goaltender Trey Adams as he outlets forward. And here comes Hops. Hops is moving in, Wallace watching it.
They need to pressure that ball. They want it back as quick as they can get it. They got to get the 2 men to trap this guy.
Opportunity here for Delisle as he's going to hang on to it.
The speed of the kill is important here too in the penalty kill. They turned the ball over. 2-man trap.
Oakville's going to get the ball back. Start up this man advantage with 1:42 to go in it. Cree Blakely bringing the ball towards the front. Now it's Lee. Throws it across the floor. Apers. Gillis. Apers again. Here's Gillis. Lee. Blakely in behind the net. Renault with the pass. Lee at the top. Put it across. He wanted Renault on the quick stick. Ball free in the corner. Gillis throws it back. Apers closing in. Apers put it on net. Adams the save as the penalty clock goes down to 1:10.
Like I said before, that's what they did in that power play. They're trying to move the ball across that far crease, right? Because their shots weren't as effective as they were in the last games.
Blakely gets a ball recovery. Throws a high pass. Opportunity for Renault driving to the crease in. And he stepped into the paint, so this is going to be Caughnawaga ball.
Yeah. Well, the kids were upset about that one because the ball, I think, bounced out and either bounced back in or somebody threw it back, and you can hear the awe of the kids.
Oren Horn double teamed immediately, and Cook takes the ball back.
46 seconds on the penalty.
Oakville's got that urgency that they need, but they also need to get a goal to start a run here. On the outside gauge board. 35 in the power play. Lee to Johnston, to Lee again. Lee puts it across for Apers, and now Renault winding, shoots one. Adams, another save. Reset though for Apers. Apers on the side angle, bounces it in. Renault to Matt Lee, puts it across, quick stick, and Apers couldn't quite find his mark. But did he get a reset? I think they're going to, yes.
16 seconds on that 5-minute.
Here's Lee. Renault. Apers is cutting through. Renault again. Board. Shot. Adams had watched it go behind him, but it stayed out as he twirled his body around.
Even strength here now. Penalty's over. No benefit to that penalty for Oakville.
No, and that's one that they really needed. Down 7 here still. And Caughnawaga ball. Delisle goes to the net. Ball goes to Harris. Harris plays in Rouet. Delisle on his way to the crease, getting in tight. Legault stopped it. Rebound is free. Kevin
Good save.
Dong.
Pulling the goalie. They're going to start running plays now.
Kevin Dong throws the ball back. Ryan Johnston. Johnston looking. Matt Lee to the crease. Can he get in tight? Can't do so. This is going to be Caughnawaga ball.
Caughnawaga with an
caught
open
out.
net. The goalie going
Francis scores. Late change.
That was a tough one for Caughnawaga on the open net as the goaltender was running on the 6-man. That's a tough one for them to give up there when they're trying to run that play. And what that is that, man, from this guy shooting, he's not getting to the bench quick enough.
And normally their bench awareness has been so good.
So good, yeah.
But that time, Francis had an easy look and nothing
He took his
that
patience and
could
put
do.
a nice bouncer into the net for that goal.
The spread is now 8 at 12-4. Caughnawaga looking like they are going to be going home with the bronze. Oakville has to make one heck of a run here in the third.
Caughnawaga is not backing up either. They're going.
And those drums continue to get louder and louder as this third period continues to move. Here's Harris, well outside. Harris bounces it down for Blaze Reardon. 5 on the 30. Reardon takes a look. Legault kicked out a shot, but that's going to be a reset for Caughnawaga.
Yeah, their ball management has been excellent in the second period and this part of this little 4-minute run here.
Vaughn Harris taking on Cook. Harris has Sunday with him. Vaughn Harris at the crease, dives. A penalty call is coming. Oakville's going to be a man down. Caughnawaga still in possession. Cross floor pass. Goes all the way back over center, and
Ball
Sunday
back
was
over
double
center.
teamed.
Holding penalty against Oakville.
And it's not just that you're a man down and it's the potential for giving up a goal. It's taking 2 minutes off the clock as Jamal Shears goes to the box.
Yeah, it's a frustration for them now. Maybe a bit of a hole. That means you're losing your man, so you got to get a grip on him. Here we go.
And this will likely be a well-managed power play to use all of the 30 here for Caughnawaga. Played down low for Brett Bucktooth. Bucktooth flips it on. Outlet pass. Short-handed opportunity for Smith. Has a man with him. Smith. Yobikis in tight, back for Smith. Faking. Yobikis again. Took a shot, but he just missed it. They had the numbers, but couldn't make the shot work.
Yubikis was on his wrong side on that one too, though. It made him fresher.
Now he picks off a nice pass, and he's going to run again. 3 Oakville players up on this rush. Yobikis from the outside shoots one. Adams a save. Rebound chance. Put over the shoulder, but off the net. Now scooped up by Smith.
Good loose ball work by Smith and good effort to the net by him.
Oakville's hungry here. Legault's actually almost halfway to the bench. He's not going to go at this point. Ryan Johnston coming down the flank. Johnston. Lee. Lee puts it across. Eddie Renault on a run across for Lee, but his shot goes wide. Apers tracking the loose ball.
Excellent
so is
defensive.
Francis. Francis bats it ahead. Here he comes. Shane Francis in on Legault. Shoots and scores. Lucky number 13 for the Caughnawaga Indians.
Francis on that one, a wrong one. Just a bullet shot to the corner. That's his second of this period. Basically opened it on the first one, and this one here, well, he just takes the transition to the net. It's a beautiful run and just a quick release. He just set his stick, no fake. Here it comes, set the stick up, release, and beat the goaltender on his stick side. Of course, it's a lefty stick in there too, right? So a bit different, but he beat him on that left side.
Second goal in a row. Back comes Oakville, a shot hammered wide.
The young team of Oakville is having a heck of a time. They are one of the youngest teams here. I think they average out at around 25 years old, so they're playing well for that age group.
Down 13-4. Nice steal. Breakaway opportunity. Smith in on Adams. Smith faking. Adams stopped him.
Oh, what a save, and what a hustle by Smith here to continue to chase that ball and pick it off on a pass and take it to the net. They've had their opportunities. There's a wall in that gray net right now.
Boy, Trey Adams has done a great job having to take over for Brandon Miller. Sky Sunday into the crease. Oakville ball.
Their last goal was Johnson in the second period. And they had the 3 in the first.
They scored 2 in the first 4:38 and only 2 since. Here's a lane to the net. Apers scores, diving through the crease.
That was Apers on that one. I think it was a nice dive for the net. He made a nice play, cut down that right-hand side, right shooter side, or left shooter side, and made a nice cut to the net. And
pretty goal.
Bit of a fall and dive shot.
And that kind of came out of nowhere. But Nolan Apers doing similarly to what Reardon did back in the second.
Nice pass and dive and beautiful. His feet were out while he was shooting. It crossed the plane. Here it is here, dive, nice. Got to give him credit for that goal. Late goal like that, good effort. The dive. 13-5.
And here comes Heidecker coming to the goal, cutting in, faking. Great save, Adams. Ball goes to Casey Swamp.
There was 2 guys there. They got to move the ball. They're straight on. Goalie shooting against this guy. They got to move him lateral. He's just playing so good right now.
13-5, 8-goal scoreline in favor of Caughnawaga in the bronze medal game at President's Cup 2018. Pass goes across the floor, bouncing loose. Shears tried to take it in behind his own net and get some speed up. Shears put it down the floor, but Delisle with a pickoff. Here's a chance and a quick shot taken there from Sky Sunday. Stopped by Wendy. Ball down the floor, up for grabs. It's going to go goalie to goalie.
So this is game 35, ladies and gentlemen, since the 26th of August. 8 teams.
What a tournament.
Unbelievable.
Delisle plays it back to Vaughn Harris. Harris way outside, sitting on 2 goals today. Flips to the front. Delisle won't shoot, but he feeds the front, and a quick stick goal from Brent Bucktooth. What a beauty.
Excellent pass back to Bucktooth on that one for their 14th goal. Brent Bucktooth did a beauty on that one. His shot was so quick. So just a beautiful release. The goaltender didn't have a chance because the pass came from behind the net. It was a quick release.
That's almost impossible to pick up when it's behind the net like that.
Look at that back pass. The left-hander from behind the net with his check right on him. He makes a beautiful flick here quick, and Bucktooth just, I don't even think he set it in his stick. That was a Don Sherry goal from the 1956 Mann Cup where the guy just flicks it into the net. Beautiful goal.
Bucktooth has a couple. Should mention, too, that Francis had those 2 back-to-back goals to open up the period. He also scored in the first, so a hat-trick day for Shane Francis, number 26 of the Caughnawaga Indians.
Excellent effort by him on a couple of clearing balls.
The lead is up to 9. And isn't that lacrosse? Yesterday, Caughnawaga gave up 14. Today, they score 14. Oakville on the ball.
Oakville's penetrating the zone here with a good play from behind the net.
Renault takes it from the angle.
They're compressing their Caughnawaga defense on that one.
Here goes Oren Horn.
Open
on
net.
the run with an open net. Oren Horn puts it in. 15-5 with 11-13 remaining. And we saw this yesterday. Oakville down big to Nanaimo, but kept pressing all the way to the final buzzer. And there's no reason to think they won't do the exact same thing here.
Just a beautiful interception for the goaltender for the chase. Not much he can do. Good ball management by Horn to just take it to the net and put it in. No big celebration either. You see that? No big celebration by Caughnawaga on these goals.
Craig Wendy is going to go back in net now as Legault has come out.
I would have never expected this game to be so open, and I think Oakville had a tough game last night against Nanaimo and a tougher game today. These kids are having it tough. Got to give them credit for being here.
Well, and Caughnawaga was in a real tough spot, losing 14-2 in that game to the St. Albert Miners, and there was a lot of penalties in the back half of that game against them, so it was a frustrated group, and it's tough to rebound and reset, but they've done a great job of doing that today in this bronze game. We should remember, too, that Oakville, because they lost a few bodies to their MSL team, they don't have all of their weapons in the lineup.
No, they were playing Oakville against Peterborough, and actually last night in the 6th game, Peterborough beat out Oakville, and they'll face Maple Ridge in the Man Cup starting next week in Peterborough. Next weekend, I guess it is.
Lacrosse just keeps going.
Well, I tell you, I'm going to have to do something because it's been an addiction this week for me.
Well, then you've got National Lacrosse League draft coming up, and there's always something. Up the floor now comes Yobicus looking towards the net, cutting in on goal with a shot, and he missed high with it. Bucktooth is back on it. Caughnawaga Ed with Shane Francis sitting on 3 goals.
End to end right now.
And how about that from Oakville? They're just going to keep this going. Soak up every moment of this tournament, win or lose. There's been no letdown. This has been a tough day for sure, but there's no letdown.
The pride of these lacrosse players this is what it's about.
The Titans on a run. Board throws it across. There's a shot and a great save up McCullough by Trey Adams.
Oakville has taken the ball to the net well. They're getting their chances. They're moving it. You got the goalie playing great against you.
Trey Adams showing that he's not just the backup, as Brett Bucktooth said between periods. He's a starting goaltender as well, and he's looked great. Outside chance for Von Harris. Puts it across. Here's a Reardon. Cross floor pass again. No shot though.
Good ball management.
Ball whipped across. Harris couldn't take it. Reardon put it to the net. High outlet. Heidecker's running.
They got numbers.
Heidecker to the crease. Faking, shooting. Again, Adams the save. Tried to reel in the ball. Comes back to the front of the net. Swamp will shovel it off. Caughnawaga ball, and it's passed up once again for Shane Francis.
Yeah, Caughnawaga still going to the net, and Oakville is still running it up the floor. They've had their opportunities. They haven't been able to score much.
Reardon to Harris. To the front, chance in tight. Crease violation call. 8:27 on the clock.
Wendy's making some saves in there now.
He goes out frustrated, comes back in, but you can tell still engaged. And that's an impressive thing about this Oakville team. No matter where they've been in the game, up, down, even, engaged. Matt Lee spinning. Lee looking to get open. Has Blakely with him. Lee put it across the floor. Pass to the front, knocked away.
That was a pass going to Blakely in the middle there, and he's just not having the opportunity to get the ball today. They've been keeping it away from him a lot.
Everybody knows who he is now on every team.
And I'm going to tell you they will for years.
Yes, they will. Halfway through the possession here for Caughnawaga. Backing up with it, Rouet. Pass to the front, goes astray. Thompson wanted to chase it down, but Gage Board will take over for the Titans. Coming ahead, still down 10, but 7:30 left. And Gage Board is continuing his run to the net. Took a shot. Once again, Adams the save.
Manny's been making nice down low saves. Here's a numbers game. Oh,
Francis had it go off his stick. Does he get it back? Yes, he still does. Coming down the flank and looking across. Francis taking some reps. Cutting to the net. Puts it back to McNulty. McNulty, Delisle, Brett Bucktooth. Bucktooth, Francis, shot off Wendy. Ball goes to the wall. Scooped up by Oakville. They start down the floor. Leading the way here is Cook.
Up and down action, 6:43 left in this game. Up and down action still. You got to be impressed with both the teams.
Matt Lee on the run, winding. Cutting, getting to the crease, fakes, and a great save by Trey Adams on Matt Lee.
Adams is just standing in there. He's not jumping around. He's playing his position. And there, he's just stoning him.
15-5 game, but in that, it hasn't just been all about the Caughnawaga offense. It's been also about Trey Adams and his tremendous work in goal. And he might be tested here again. Blaze McCullough to the net, and once again Adams makes the save.
Man, he is just reading it well.
Fantastic goaltending from number 70 in gray. Under 6 to play, 10-goal spread. Ryan Johnston. Johnston takes a look. To the middle he goes. He shoots a bouncer high. Ball remains in play. Battle ensues, comes out. Francis couldn't take it clean. At least not initially, now he does. Breaks into a run. Lots of time in the possession. Francis throws it back. Ty Thompson. Thompson winding, shot didn't get through. Ball up for grabs. Gage Board on the run with Heidecker. Board to the net, shoots
Goal.
one through Adams and in. Second of the game for Gage Board, and finally, Trey Adams gives up a goal.
And that was a 2-on-1 there, and he was running with the ball and a beautiful release, and it did the little roll into the net. Beautiful play, and just a shot by Gage. Here it is there, a nice release. Caught him down by his foot on his stick side, his right foot, I believe, right down, nice shot. It's a hard shot for the goalie to read and have enough roll on it that it did that spin in.
He got most of it, but not enough.
Oh, here comes the bronze medals.
9-goal spread with under 5 minutes to play, but Oakville just keeps it coming. Opportunity from the angle for Renault. Renault on the move, loading, passing it down low. Ball rolled towards the net, scooped up. Riley's on to it.
Repossession Oakville. Look at how far out Oakville's opening up, trying to get their men through the middle, and they need those cross-floor passes to make this goalie start to move more.
Matt Lee wrestled down.
Good defense.
Hard work there, and Swamp is up into the play.
Good defense effort there. Clean, smooth.
You say clean. This has been an extremely clean game.
There's only been a couple of penalties. The 1-5 on the hit, with no consequence either.
Oakville ball. Smith rolls it back. Under 4 to play now. Caughnawaga will be a bronze medal team in 2018.
They're the hosts next year in Caughnawaga. Their league is hosting, I believe, for their teams.
Apers tried to put that one over the shoulder. Ball tipped ahead by Lewis. Once again, it's Lewis. Brings up the ball. He's got Cree with him. Lewis escapes. Throws the ball back to Rouet. This game is in management mode here, you can see, because Bucktooth is all the way back out at center. Bucktooth lays the ball in.
Tried to put the ball in deep. Good. Still battling for the ball.
Kevin Dong with speed. He's a good runner. Heidecker has the late man. That's Cree Blakely. Into the final 3 minutes.
Cree's been held off the score sheet.
That's tough to do, but Caughnawaga's done a masterful job as Adams had to make a stop on an in-close opportunity. Nice run there by Cook. Shane Francis back for Caughnawaga. Francis settles it. All they're going to do here is use all of the 30 that they can.
Yeah, even with the great goaltending, the Caughnawaga offense is given a bit of a schooling today for the young Oakville boys. You got to give them credit. They're sticking with it right to the end. They're bringing the ball up the floor. They're trying. They have had a lot of good shot opportunities and have faced a very good goaltender.
Blaze McCullough. McCullough for Ryan Johnston. Johnston takes a look. Inching towards the net. Throws it to the middle. Apers was there, but he couldn't get a stick on it. The possession's about to end. And it's going to be Caughnawaga ball with 100 seconds left in the bronze medal game. Shane Francis coming up here. Francis takes a look, throws it back across. Oren Horn. Solid tournament in transition. Francis launches it down. And here comes Oakville. Can they get a seventh? Jordan Gillis.
Closing in on the last minute of play, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we are.
Bronze medal.
Renault. Stiff angle. Pass to Ryan Johnston. Johnston throws it back. Long range shot off Adams. Rebound. It's in the paint. Swamp will take it behind his own net with 52 to play. Shane Francis again. This possession and one more in the game, barring a steal of a reset.
And Caughnawaga played without Brandon Francis today, one of their top players. They rested the older guy.
Some lineup changes on both sides today. As the time ticks away.
22 seconds left on the clock.
One more possession here for the Oakville Titans. The Caughnawaga Indians, bronze medalists back in 2013. And here in Nanaimo in 2018, bronze medalists again. As the time ticks away and the congratulations have already begun. Indians 15, Titans 6. Congratulations to Caughnawaga for winning bronze.
From just south of Montreal all the way to Nanaimo for a bronze medal. The boys will be proud of that. Big shout out to that Oakville squad, the young kids who have come in here to give Caughnawaga a game, and they got a bit of a lesson today in good ball management, lacrosse, and great offense. What a great game, but all that matters now is that next game, and nothing matters but that next game.
Let's take a look at some game highlights here.
There's the outside shots from the goalie, saves. Here's a beautiful swim by Lee. Nice save by the goalie. This is the difference right here. Look at these saves. Right in on him. That was a beautiful shot down below. Nice. Big
Trey
difference
Adams.
here.
What a day.
Big difference was the goaltending of Adams. And his movement was controlled. He had his weight. He was patient. Reset on every fake. Got to give him credit. I can see them picking their player of the game. Here's another beautiful save and ball control off of the rebound. And here it is again. Another, just throwing his body at the ball and then getting the ball possession and moving it up the floor.
It takes goaltending if you're going to win a medal, no matter what the color is. And certainly big time stops today from Trey Adams in the Caughnawaga net. And nice to see here the Caughnawaga Indians saluting the fans.
And with
the drums get a little
to
louder
finish it
for
here,
them.
they're going to get loud and give their boys the hand.
Let's go down to floor level with Charles Mealy.
Thanks, guys, up there. Number 70, Trey Adams, the goalie, the unlikely goalie for this bronze medal game. Brandon Miller got hurt last night. When did you know you were going to play today, Trey?
Last night, Brandon Miller told the coaches, like, hey, injuries are injury, I'm not going to be able to make it. Coaches came up to me and told me, hey, you got tomorrow. That was about it. Just came to play.
And you did indeed. You played a heck of a game. Was it tough to get up for a game after such a loss last night, but knowing you still had some business left?
Nah, you just put it behind you and you just think about the next game. That's all you got to do.
All right, we're coast to coast. One last time, congratulations. Hey, do you have any shout-outs? Anybody at home or anybody helped you get here?
Shout out to my parents. Shout out to Sny. Shout out to Aqui. That's all I got to say.
All right, congratulations. And hey, make sure you check that bronze medal in on customs. You don't want to pay duty on that thing, buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Charles. Down at floor level, the game MVPs. And just after talking to Charles Mealy, Trey Adams gets to come over and pick up a game MVP award, and he was great. The announcement here was 54 saves, Jim Kip.
Well, you saw that run we just showed on TV here of all the saves that he made, and he deserves the player of the game. There is no doubt in our minds. We thought that. And again, on the other side, Smith, excellent game. How many times you take the ball to the net? You give those guys credit. They played right to the end.
Smith ran miles in this game for Oakville. Your game MVP awards, and you can see down at the floor level the bronze medals will be handed out to the Caughnawaga Indians. As I mentioned, bronze medalists in 2013 and bronze medalists again here in Nanaimo as the first medals are presented, and those will not be the last medals presented today, but this is a great moment, especially when you come so far to be able to go home with medals. The other two medals are going to be from teams that are a bit closer to Nanaimo. Nanaimo and St. Albert both have medals. We don't know what color later on today, but when you come so far, you work so hard. As you've been mentioning, Jim, this is game 35 of 36 this week, and 9 games in 8 days. This is special.
And if you see, totally full contact, concrete floor, boards to stop you from getting away. Phenomenal game. In this tournament, there's nothing like it in the world that people can take. Like I said, rugby sevens is close, but no cement, no boards, no wooden sticks, and no little tiny balls to chase around. It's phenomenal, and this, I've received one of these medals as a player. Phenomenally proud of all the teams that are here, and I guess I want to shout out again to the organizers. Having been as a coach and a player to 5, and have watching 3 other, now this is my 4th other, this tournament, there's nothing like it, and our Nanaimo people did a phenomenal job. And that next game is going to be a present for us to see that type of lacrosse here in this arena.
Well, and again, the storylines that are still to come include either a host team winning in front of what will be a huge crowd, no doubt, or a team winning 3 consecutive President's Cups. No matter which way it goes, the storyline is unbelievable.
My word's dethrone. Being my heart and blood of Timberman, my word is dethrone. And that's what you have to work on in the champions. And they are a championship team. They're phenomenally skilled, phenomenally large team, a big offense, big defense, and it's going to be a tough road for Nanaimo, but it's going to be a good one. And we, as a coach in 92, we won silver, and people are still proud of that. Now for this team to win a silver here, and as I've said, some of these kids I've coached in mini-tech right through to senior A, I'm so proud of them. They brought this tournament to our community with these 8 wonderful lacrosse teams and 8 days of phenomenal lacrosse.
Well, as you look through the history of the President's Cup, you also look through cities that have hosted multiple times and sometimes quickly, and you do wonder, with the success that we've seen already so far with still 1 game left in the tournament, would Nanaimo be a team that, maybe within a 10-year span might be looked at again?
Absolutely, and depending how you host and how you do is the reason for the CLA to look at giving you another opportunity to do this. And people want this tournament because it's a boost for your community. Our lacrosse numbers will probably grow next year. Field lacrosse will take a boost this year with our school programs, and box lacrosse will take a boost over next year, because this is a memorable event, a cultural event. And one of the things you've heard, all the First Nations teams that came in have been welcomed to Nanaimo territory and to the city of Nanaimo, and have felt absolutely welcome.
Well,
proud of our city.
The opening ceremonies, and of course, a lot of us were here and couldn't get down to the opening ceremonies, but when you see the photos, when you see the videos, when you hear people talk about the emotion that they felt, that was a great event too.
There's a warrior coming to the floor right now, Brandon Francis. He is a house of a man. He's a coach for his team. He's a captain. He's a face-off man and a big defender. He injured his knee during the game, and he's the heart and soul of that Caughnawaga team.
The team
Here
will
we
have
go for the turn.
memorable photo down at floor level as
This
we
is
look at some of the memorable
Guy
goals.
Sunday and an open net and a run down to the goal. It was just a beauty, and just yeah, and a nice release on this next one. Just a beautiful release. Comes in, set the stick, and bang, it was in. This one is young, I believe. Was it Johnson that scores this one on the release?
That was the Apers dive.
Oh,
for
the
crease.
Apers dive. That was a beauty too. Yeah. And then here we have is it the bucktooth goal,
What
the
a
little
quick
flick
stick.
from behind the net. Yes. And then the next one is Oren Horn.
This was when the goaltender
Well,
was
on the
coming out.
goal, he just manages and takes it right in for the 15 goal, and then yeah, and this is the first goal scorer for the game, and he comes running in and takes no hesitation in a shot on a 2-on-1, but he shoots the shoot. Excellent goals.
Let's head down one more final time to Charles Mealy at floor level.
Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. The Caughnawaga Indians, 15-5 winners here in the bronze medal match. Senior lacrosse here on Shaw TV at the Frank Crane Arena. What a great matchup it was. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around if you thought that was good. The gold medal matchup, ladies and gentlemen. The host Nanaimo Timbermen. Could they be the first Nanaimo team since the 60s, the Nanaimo Luckies, to take home a Senior B Lacrosse President's Cup Championship? Or will it be a third time's a charm for the St. Albert's Miners from St. Albert, Alberta? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. On behalf of Dan Marshall, Jim Kipp, I'm Charles Mealy for Shaw TV, and stick around. 6 o'clock is the gold medal matchup.